Here's everything I ate in a day in Bath. Woke up bright and early this morning and headed down to the hotel breakfast. Unfortunately, I was on quite a time crunch, so I couldn't order any a la carte menu items. Instead, I just grabbed this yogurt with berry compote and granola, which, to be fair, is one of my favorite breakfasts. And then I went back and grabbed a mini croissant because, it would have been rude not to. I also had a big milky flat white, which definitely could have been stronger. The reason I was rushing so much is we were getting access to the Thermae Bath Spa before it opened to the public, which was very cool. Our first stop was the rooftop pool, and this was the absolute perfect temperature. I really didn't want to get out, but the tour had to continue. On the property, they had all these different steam rooms. This was an infrared sauna. My favorite, though, had to be the Galaxy relaxation room. It was like something out of Star Wars. Spent the next few hours using all the facilities. After this, I had a few hours to kill, so I continued my Bath exploration. Why is this place just so quaint? I can't handle it. Then it was time to head over to Raisin Villa for afternoon tea. Bath really does feel like the perfect setting for this quintessentially British experience. I wanted to feel sophisticated, so I ordered the Jane Austen tea, and it was really quite lovely. I must say, the lineup of afternoon tea items looked quite spectacular. I started with a grilled aubergine sandwich, which came with spinach and hummus. The aubergine was super tender and smoky, and actually for a vegan sandwich, this had a really good flavor. Next was a smoked salmon number, which came with beetroot and a horseradish chutney. The smoked salmon was nice and fresh, but I feel it would have been so much better if it had a creamy element to it. Next was the roast chicken sandwich. This came with red pepper and pesto, which were nice accompaniments, but the chicken was very dry. My favorite sandwich was without a doubt the goat's cheese and red onion marmalade. The combination of the creamy cheese with the sweet relish is just so good. The sandwich selection finished with a pulled pork and hoisin sauce number. This was sadly quite dry and needed a lot more hoisin to carry the flavor. Now onto my favorite layer, the scone. First, I tried the raisin scone. Cream first, then jam. Fight me about it in the comments. The scone was a little on the dense, crumbly side, but was still tasty. I also tried the plain scone to compare and contrast. This one was actually a lot lighter and fluffier than the raisin scone. Onto the sweets layer, I started with this mango white chocolate and coconut dome. There was so many layers going on with this one. It was really light and a perfect summer dessert. Next up was the chocolate passionfruit marquise, which is almost like a very rich, dense chocolate mousse. I wasn't sure about this flavor combination, but actually the tartness of the passion fruit perfectly cuts through the richness of the chocolate. Next was this chocolate banana flavored macaron, which tasted so nostalgic to me. It tasted like banana Nesquik if anyone else grew up drinking that. Finally, I had the lemon meringue tart, and this is one of my favorite desserts of all time. After this, I sadly had to head back on the train to London, but not without one final food from Bath to try. This is Bath's iconic Sally Lunn bun. This does just look like a giant bread roll, but it's actually a little bit sweet and a little bit brioche. I was told to toast this and have it with butter and jam, so that's exactly what I did. I will say this wasn't fresh when I ate it, so I don't think I can make a proper judgment because it was teetering on stale, but I will use that as an excuse to go back to Bath and try a fresh bun. Which UK city should I explore next?